The beautiful contradiction, boho with an edge. The screen's blue halo was the only witness to Gigi's search. She wasn't seeking comfort, but a beautiful contradiction, the point of collision. Not merely the whisper of flowing fringe, but the forgotten thunder of a rebellion, a spirit digitized and renamed. She scrolled, seeking the aesthetic that held both the vast, ancient breath of the desert and the sharp, neon shout of a city street. This, she realized, was boho with an edge, a philosophy born in the seismic shift where the free-spirited folk of the 70s embraced the fierce pulse of the social media era. It was the digital echo of Woodstock's soul, mingling with the sharp edges of subculture, spreading not by handwritten letter, but by an algorithm's whisper. Its core thesis, authenticity in contradiction, is the only true honesty. The palette itself was a dialogue, a grounding force of rich, earthy, warm browns and reds, the color of memory and sun-baked earth. But the edge was the sharp retort, deep black, the grain of distressed denim, and the shocking injection of electric neon purples and blues, lifted from pop art's challenge, and the slick geometries of contemporary illustration. Inspiration was no longer just the forest, but the art and architecture of a silent, futuristic desert city. Gigi traced the language of texture with her fingertips, patterns and motifs. The quiet, delicate memory of paisley and embroidered florals now shared the page with the harsh grammar of industrial chains and studded leather. This cultural significance was clear. The body was searching for soul and permanence in a fleeting digital world, a quiet refusal to be fully consumed by the instant. It was a beautiful, purposeful friction. The women's wardrobe was a field of negotiation. The ease of flowy maxi dresses and wide-leg trousers confronting oversized, metal-inspired band tees and the cropped armor of a leather jacket. Jewelry spoke in contrasting dialects, the weight of worn silver rings and natural turquoise next to the aggressive statement of spiked chokers and thick industrial cuff bracelets. The tops were lace, the outerwear was Defiance. The men's wardrobe softened the structure, unstructured linen shirts and felt hats layered over slim-cut, distressed black jeans and weathered leather vests. For a brunch with friends, her friend Cyrus understood the aesthetics economy, a boldly patterned bottom beneath a simple, dark top, grounded by rugged ankle shoes, allowing the pattern to articulate the full story. The bags were crossbody, rugged, and held the day's utility. For a dinner date, the conflict became tactile, a velvet dress, cut on the bias to move like water, grounded not by a stiletto, but by the weighted permanence of heavy combat boots. The beauty guide was a lesson in focus. Hair could be the raw freedom of loose, beachy waves, or the control of a severely slicked dark silhouette. Makeup was a minimal, clean canvas defined by a single, sharp act, a deep, bruised berry lip or a definitive graphic eyeliner wing. The modern twist lived entirely in the execution, the clean, deliberate, vector-sharp finish. We channel the flowing, ethereal silhouettes of historical icons like Stevie Nicks, not as an imitation, but as a foundation, layering them with the intentional, curated rebellion of modern voices like Zoe Kravitz. It is the spirit of protest, but perfectly edited for the modern frame. The 3 quiet directives arrived. Modern tips. 1. Anchor the soul. Choose one dominant element, boho's warmth or edge's severity, and allow the other to be the electric accent. 2. The intentional tear. The distressed element must read as deliberate narrative, never accident. 3. Layer with purpose. Every piece of fabric, every chain must add a chapter to the story. The digital fact. The aesthetic's viral life is tied to the VSCO filter aesthetic's pursuit of soft light combined with the bold, graphic, eagle edge. Gigi closed the screen. The light was extinguished. She finally understood. Boho with an edge was not a wardrobe. It was a philosophical architecture for the self. It was the absolute, certain knowledge that your inner peace and your outer power, your quiet, ancient soul and your noisy, modern defiance must coexist. The style was simply the lens. Go forth, reflect your beautiful contradiction, and let your edges define your truest freedom.